too much swaying in the golf swing, what does that mean? Okay, too much swaying means lateral movement. Okay, remember, we want the golf swing to be a turn around our spine, with a pivot around our spine. Now, if you're moving laterally, you're going to put an umbrella in the ground like this. Put yourself against the umbrella, maybe just a little bit away from it. Make sure in the golf swing that you don't hit the umbrella. You'll feel when it hits your leg or your hip. Okay, so what I'm doing in the golf swing, I'm turning inside of the umbrella. Okay, if you turn your hips inside the umbrella like that, you're going to set the club nicely, you're going to make good swings. I see a lot of good players that sway, especially when they hit the driver. I'm just going to pick up the driver. Okay, the reason they do this, so the reason they sway with a driver, they started with a weight on the right side, which is good, but then they try and get too much weight on the right side. They try and hit the ball too hard. Do this practice drill with your driver. Okay, if you do this practice drill with your driver, you get your right hip up against the umbrella, get a little bit of weight on your right, try and make a good golf swing, and turn that your right hip doesn't hit the umbrella. Okay, if you turn your hips correctly, you'll make a good swing. You'll have what they call a nice rotational axis. In other words, you'll turn around your spine, you'll pivot off your spine if you do that correctly. The same thing you can do coming through the ball. If you're driving too hard with your hips, you put the umbrella on your left side, if you're a right-handed person, you just try and turn and make sure that you're not moving into it too much. If you're one of those players that fetches the ball out front a little bit, that's fine. Just give yourself a little bit of distance between the back of the umbrella and your leg. Okay, so give yourself a bit of distance. If you drive too hard with the hips, maybe just an inch or two. Make sure when you make a golf swing at the golf ball or through the golf ball that you don't hit the umbrella. Okay, you want your hips to turn, not move laterally. Okay, if your hips are turning nicely, you're going to hit the ball very far with your driver.